Right, break from Clydach. I've been asked to do a painting of Langland Bay, so I think we should just get on with that. Now, Langland Bay is on the Gower, and near Swansea, South Wales, and not far from the Mumbles. Lovely area. I was a minister at one time in the Mumbles. Well, West Cross, our little church, Bethany, was up Bethany Lane, just off the seafront, and we lived just above that on an estate. And yeah, we had a lovely time there, lovely people ministering, and of course we had all these beaches all around. And in fact, I could leave our house at a retriever then called Sally, and we could leave the house, Sally and I, and through the estate and walk down to Caswell Bay, and then from Caswell Bay I could walk round through Langland here and up through Bracelet Bay to the Mumbles and back home. So yeah, it was a lovely time there and a lovely fellowship. Oh, dear people, beautiful memories actually, and people now in glory, but oh yeah, and yeah, never one difficult deacons meeting or church meeting. It was just yeah, just beautiful. And for our girls, they it was their years of growing up, and it was wonderful for them, really. So yeah, big move when we moved to Cardiff. Couldn't have more of a move actually, from an area where the Gower's like your back garden, and to Cardiff with on a big housing estate. And but the Lord was good to us, and through that move, Ruth, our daughter's met Dan, who she's with now, and also Leah met Joe. So yeah, it does. You look back and you see the hand of God in these things. It seemed a crazy move at the time. Everybody used to say to me, "You're leaving the Mumbles for Cardiff." I said, "Yeah." But there are times when the Lord is in things. Now I've just done the sky, and I've done I roughed the sand in. And I can't do a lot more really at this stage because all that's still wet. But I might get just the foliage in the foreground, and there's a fir tree coming up here. I won't get as far as that, but let's just get a bit of this green. And you've got to start very light with the watercolours. It's always light to dark, and always got to remember that. So I'm putting a lighter green in first. And then what I'll do, I'll drop a darker green. So I've got more blue with it now. You see that's stronger. I've got more blue there with the mix. And now I'm going to put a bit of red with the mix, and cadmium red, and you'll see the difference now again straight away. Look, see, I put a little bit of red in there. So it means you've got a variation in here, and the lights will come through when it dries, and yeah, and I might get the rigger at this stage and go in a bit darker again. Let's have a look. So I've almost got a mauve really. It's light red and blue, and I'll just drop that in. See, just in parts, not everywhere. Just here and there really, and that'll be the end of this session. And then the next session will come to do the headland and watch the golf course up there, and right. And again, you want a variation. He says you don't want all this level. You want it that it yeah. There we go. So that's great. That's going to be all I need for now, and leave it for that. Right, I've put some trees in here now to give a bit of a foreground and frame it. and gives a sort of L shape. So what I'm working on, I'm coming back over all of this with a rigger, and I'm not doing this everywhere. It's just a little bit of darks here and there. And then what I can do, I can either, put water on it and blend it, or I can smudge it. That's a lot depends on my mood, I suppose, than anything else, and how quick I want to be. And it'll be darker coming in here now because the light's coming from there. So, yeah. But it's all you're doing, you're giving a bit of texture to this. And I don't think I need more than that. And of course you've got the golf course up here, so we need to just bring that down there. And there we go. And that's about it really, with that headland there now for now. We'll leave that. So let's come on to the rocks by here. There was a famous impressionist, Alfred Sisley, who spent a lot of time in Langland, well, and Penarth, and did a painting of the rock here. Not so keen on it, to be honest. I far prefer his painting that was in the gallery in Cardiff, in the museum there, of Penarth. I could sit forever and just look at the painting he did of Penarth from the top there. But there we go. Now then, let's have a look here. So all I've done really is put a bit of reflection. I'm putting some darks in there. And now what we want is a darker greenish colour again, just for here. So I'm leaving that white like a wave. And the waves are turned like that really here. Yeah. Just like that. I should just leave that really for that to dry and concentrate on the foliage here. So what I'm doing, I'm making a dark with light red and blue, and I'm just going to scumble it here, then, and everywhere, and just scumble it, and then I'll pick out the lights and the darks more than this. You'll see now in a second. Let's get this up here. There we go, there we go. So now then, let's have a look. Let's get a dark here first. So I'm just concentrating on the edges here now. And you'll see in the finished painting I'll bring a lot of flora in here. So all this will just be a backdrop really to the flora. You'll see that in the finished painting. I don't need much more than that, I don't think. That is it. Now what I'm going to have to do is get a very brightish green. So I'm putting a bit of gouache with it, and you've got these chalets here. That go into there. So I'm only doing a suggestion of the chalets, so people will know when they see that it is Langland. And I think that's it. We don't do much more than that for now. And I'll come back and finish that off. There we go. Now here's the finished painting of Langland Bay on the Gower, just past Swansea, South Wales. Mumbles is at the back here with a lighthouse. And you come around to Langland and then around here to Caswell Bay. And Yeah, these are the little shacks that brightly coloured green along the front there for changing in. And yeah, you'll note a suggestion of those because that colour stands out from everything else. I've done a strong L shape with the fir trees coming up here and then foliage along the side, given some foxgloves just to break this. Yeah, this is Langland Bay, and yeah, many a time there. And we lived just round the corner, ministering in the Mumbles, and yeah, happy memories of our time there. But yeah, the Lord leads you on, and but lovely to go back and revisit with paints and a bit of paper, and that's the lovely thing with art. God willing, tomorrow now I'm heading off for Gower, and I'll be down in Portainen, I think, further along the coast. Because with Portainen, I can get a position. I know where I'll sit with the easel, where I got the bay, I got the salt house, and there are cottages. And there's a thatched cottage on the main road I wouldn't mind painting tomorrow if I can. And Dave is coming with me, who sort of films and puts it on YouTube. So we should have a glorious day tomorrow, God willing. So there we are.